Here's a really exciting sign when you're out here scouting the northern woods. It's a very dry summer and fall this year up here in northern Canada, and so you know that animals have to drink just like the rest of us. So we found a nice little watering hole very close to some dense woods and a spot that we know bears are traveling. So I've noticed some animal tracks coming down here. There's moose, there's deer, and certainly the most important thing, big black bear tracks in the mud. They're coming into this little lagoon and feeding. Well, they'll travel around here looking for frogs and tadpoles and other aquatic life that they can get, but most importantly, they're coming here as a watering hole. So use that to your advantage. Put your stand location and your bait location somewhere in this vicinity, especially on those years that the water level is really low and they're forced to come to these water holes. Just like hunting antelope in the desert conditions in the prairies, use the water holes to your advantage and you'll put yourself in a position to see more game. Well, here's some more excellent sign when you're scouting for black bear. I found a marking post. That's where a very large black bear has come up to this tree, used his powerful jaws and sheared it right off. I know it's a black bear because there's claw marks in the bark and the fact that it really splintered this small pine. It's too early for a white-tailed deer buck to be rubbing its antlers. It's too early for a big bull moose to be thrashing. That's later on at the end of September, early October as well. The only thing that you're going to find in the late summer is a black bear that destroys vegetation like this. It's a very good sign. It really shows the strength and the power that a black bear has. Now this particular black bear is the dominant bear in this area. That's why he's marked it. It's in a natural clearing just off of an old logging road and just up from the water hole that we just showed you. All great sign. I'm going to tell you, we're putting up a stand right here. One of the smartest things you can do when you're out pre-scouting for your black bear hunt is to wear rubber gloves. The reason for that is, number one is, I found some scat just down from where that marking post was. In this little natural clearing, I can tell that the bears have been sleeping in this grass. And more importantly, they've left more sign behind. Right here, we have some bear droppings. You can tell they're full of blueberries. In fact, it's actually a dark purple color. So I'm wearing rubber gloves because number one, I don't want to touch this, but number two is, I don't want the bears to know that I've been in this area. What's really more additional sign is there's an anthill just below the pine tree over here that's been torn up by bears. There's another one behind me. There's 3 and 4 trails, very distinct trails coming through this natural clearing. Put all that together and you have an excellent spot to hunt bear. Well, an hour and a half later and a lot of sweat and hard work, we've got 2 stands up, one for the cameraman, one for the archery shooter, and the bait set up here. We're close to that water hole. We're close to the natural bear trails and natural openings. We found the marking post just off to a clearing off behind us here. So we felt on this old logging road, this was the place to put the bait. We have a barrel set up, a white barrel, so that at twilight hours we can judge the size of a black bear, which is one of the hardest things to do. We have a little pool of restaurant grease down in here. We have some peanut butter on a stump and up high, and I've marked a few trees with that. That really gets on the wind currents and gets out there as a long-range call to bring those bears in. We also have some maple syrup scattered on this, and then what I'm going to do before I leave is use our special attractant that we formulated over 15 years of hunting here in Canada for black bear, and it works fantastic. We've used some scents, we've talked to a chemist, we put some fantastic smelling ingredients together that doesn't wash away in the rain and will keep your bait site active. So we're going to put some rags out, let the wind currents pick up that, send that long range call out, and I can hardly wait to get into this stand. It's going to be a great hunt. There's a nice bear. That's a very nice bear. Definitely worth taking. Massive across the back flanks. Some good distance between the ears. That's very close to a good Pope and Young bear. I'm going to take this one. This way he's looking. He's coming out from behind that bait. There he is, right on the trail. Right on the trail. Here we go. Come on, stand there. Stay there. Yes, right there. Oh, good hit. Double lungs, there he goes. He's busting brush, but that was a good hit. A very good hit. I'm gonna give him about 5 minutes, but I guess I'll get down, get my gear. Make sure when you're up in the tree you got your safety belt on at all times. Can't tell you how many hunters fall out of trees and get injured. It's quite a high percentage of outdoorsmen get injured from falling out of tree stands. Nice safety hook, the D clip, up and over the shoulder for now. Now I'm just going to move down one stand, and from there I'll use the pull-up rope. Always lower your weapon with the pull-up rope. We'll get this ready. Don't try and carry it down the tree yourself. Hang on to it, get this ready. Remember, safety first. Doesn't matter how big an animal you get if you don't get home in one piece. So you just lower your weapon to the ground, whether it be a rifle, shotgun, or bow. There we go, simple as that. All right, get after that bear. Here's the bait site. Just a fantastic setup using a white barrel with a hole in the side. That way the bears can use their hands, their paws to get in there. You can see that hole. There's also, the top is open. So a lot of the bears like to climb in the top. Just in front, here is a grease pit with restaurant grease. The bears love to come and lick at that. Just full of restaurant grease from deep frying. Come over here, we're heading out. We're on the bear trail. There's the arrow. There it is. Yep. There's the arrow. The fletch. Just like that. The fletch is covered in blood. There we go. There's the Boss broadhead by Wasp. I've tested a lot of broadheads, but that's the one to use. Down the bear trail. It's getting a little dark in here. But now you get a feel for where the black bears like to live. Yeah, there's broken trees here. Oh yeah, look at the blood right here. Blood all over that tree. Oh, I see a bear head up ahead. Get through these trees. Look at that. Right behind this big clump of birches. It's been a good 15 minutes since this bear is down, but always approach from the rear, so we'll do that. Oh, look at the flanks on that bear. Woo! There's a beauty. That is a huge bear. Let's get around him for a better look. Look at that. What a monstrous bear. Wow. Huge head. Gigantic. Look at that. About 8-inch pad. Beautiful specimen. A big boar here in the fall time in northern Ontario. Let's take wow, what a trophy Bruin. Oh, amazing. Huge, huge, huge 500+ pound bear. I'll tell you, putting all our tips and tactics to use will help you get a bear of a lifetime too.